Let's go. Legend. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hi, welcome to the Comic Con Community Podcast. My name's Will, and today joining me, we have Ranger Mike and his Baby Dinosaurs. Hi, Ranger Mike.
Hello, Will. How you doing? Good to be here. Thank you for inviting us onto the show. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining us. So for people that don't know, do you just want to tell us a bit about what Ranger Mike is and your Baby Dinosaurs?
Yeah, of course. So we're a company that set up throughout COVID, shall we say, and we go around we do go around the country, go into different birthday parties, different events up and down the country, fun days with our Baby Dinosaurs. I started doing it about 10 years ago with a separate company based in Blackpool. And we would, again, go around up and down the country with these dinosaurs. They were the bigger ones, so we would have more of a vast audience. And I was with them for about 4 years. Then COVID hit. And I thought, you know what, I can cut out the middle person and, do it myself, really. So we've been going for 6 years now. And yes, it is me going around, and a team of a good 2 or 3, my wife included, Kaylee, and 1 or 2 others that go around to these birthday parties and just really create memories for families who have invited us to be a part of the special day for their child, really. We do a lot of role play villages and soft play centres as well. So it's not just birthday parties, but different fun events up and down the country. So it's good. It's very rewarding.
It certainly sounds it. So I've spoken to a lot of people on the podcast from many different areas, and the whole thing around COVID, a lot of people started their business around the COVID time. How did you find that? Obviously COVID, there was the lockdown, so you couldn't really do a lot then. So was it once the restrictions were lifted, you kind of did a lot of planning during the lockdowns and then kind of launched after that?
Yeah, I mean, this week really, as we're doing this, the currently St. Patrick's Day, the 17th, our lockdown was first announced, I think, the week previous to that in 2020. The ideas for this came about the 19th of March, so this will be our 6-year anniversary, and it was just really planning of, yes, when we do have events again, how are we going to do things? And I actually it's very surreal. Obviously within our community we understand, but obviously it's probably the first time I've actually said this. I actually ordered the dinos to be made, shall we say, throughout COVID, throughout the main lockdown. So it's probably a bit cheeky of me really to do that. But once we had them, our first outdoor event where we could have, be outdoors and limited people was in September of 2020. So yes, throughout lockdown, it was obviously, you had many things to do of what you wouldn't usually do. Like you couldn't go outside, you couldn't interact and everything else. So at home it was really planning really of how we're going to be doing this for when we do go out, and when COVID and lockdown were over, how we're going to do it. And it's come off top trump since then. So yeah.
So what was that first event once the restrictions were lifted? Can you remember what the first event was?
I mean, it was at Heskin Hall near Chorley.
Oh, yes.
And it's a venue that we're personally and professionally associated with as well in previous years to that. So it was really just how I left things before I left the company that I was with before, because we had an event up in Perth in Scotland, and then it was COVID after that. So it was just like picking up where I left off, really. So it just came naturally to me. Obviously you had to be masked up, and obviously have that social distance. But I think it lifted people, and obviously brought them a bit of joy and happiness. Us being there and interacting, what we could interact with them, families, and after all the things everybody went through, it was a bit of happiness and joy to be given to them. So we felt really good doing that.
Yeah, because of course everybody was locked up for 6 months, and
Yeah.
not many people got out. You missed like a whole summer of activities, I suppose.
Yeah, it was probably the main. Obviously, throughout when people do events, as you'll agree, and I'm sure many other people will agree, watching this as well, and that the summer is the height of events, and so it was a struggle, as we all know, but good things came of it in the end. When we could start events.
Yeah. And how did you find it picked up after that? So you did your first event, and then did you have a bit of a quiet spell, or was it like straight back into every weekend, or
yeah,
was it slow and steady?
It was through word of ear, word of mouth, if that's right. What's the correct term?
Yeah, that's the one, word of mouth. Yeah,
yeah, and I'd actually built up some contacts before COVID, of when I was with the bigger dinosaurs for the previous company. I managed to build up a contact list, and obviously social media, as we all know, is a fantastic, whether people think it's pros and cons, but in ours, it's definitely been a pro, because we were on Facebook, we were developing the Facebook page, developing all other social media platforms came later on, and it was just Facebook to start with, but we built up a website, word of ear, really, advertising ourselves to different soft play, role play centres, shopping centres, theatres, and anybody who would want a Baby Dinosaurs to come to their event. And then once we started to do birthday parties, and having worked on the holiday parks, when I first started to work in events and entertainment, I brought things from that I would bring into the parties. So party games, party dances, game shows, and thinking back as well to what the children would appreciate and the grown-ups would appreciate from that. So say like a party bag, and a gift and a card to the birthday child as well. So I think once that spread, it was a matter of like, well, this guy called Mike, this dinosaurs does this, and it just went on and on and on, and created more of a contact list for ourselves, really. And we found as well that the further afield we went around the country, word was being spread there as well.
Right.
So it was it's been the events that we do are very much a zigzag up and down the country. So I could be, say, in Lancashire 1 minute and then Greater London the next, or Scotland the next day, so it did take a bit of time to get going. So after September of 2020, I think the next one would probably, I think it was one more after that, and then Christmas of 2020, I was doing other roles, shall we say, with a big red suit. So,
right, yeah,
yeah. So it was really 21 that more events started to pile up, and yes, it has been mostly at weekends. However, at the time as well, throughout COVID, I was also working for the DWP for my sins, but it was good while it lasted anyway. So I was there during the week, and then obviously at weekends I'd be out with the dinos.
Yeah. And which do you prefer, DWP or working with the dinos?
The dinos.
I thought you might say that.
Mind you, of what I did learn from the DWP, it was good. It was good foundation in terms of communication skills with customers and people in self, and how to portray yourself. So, and bring it into performance as well. So, it was good grounding for that, especially throughout a trying time such as COVID. So, yes, yeah.
So, how many dinosaurs do you have in total?
We have 3. We have Ellie the Triceratops, we have Rascal the Raptor, and we have Benji the Brontosaurus.
Right. You've got, amazing. Out of those 3, Do you have a
Yes.
favourite? And
You
that's
see,
probably like asking somebody who the favourite child is, but
yeah. I mean, and they would probably say that they're biased, because we do love our dinos. Really, they have their own characteristics and personalities. Ellie the Triceratops is more the gentler. So you just look at her and think, oh, what a adorable dinosaur, and she tends to go to more of the the little girl audiences, and because she's very gentle, very calm, and anybody, especially if there's any child who is a bit, shall we say, a bit overwhelmed by the dinos, as a matter of calming down, shall we say, Ellie's a good dinosaur for that.
right.
Benji the Brontosaurus, he's also a herbivore dinosaur as well. And unfortunately, when they made brains, Benji came last, so he's
Oh
a bit
no.
he's a bit dopey, bless him. But he's got a big heart. He may have a small brain, but a big heart. And then Rascal the Raptor, who's our carnivore dinosaur, is very, very cheeky. He goes for my hat. He goes for people's hair, knocks things over at parties. But it's also as well what the children like to see as well, having that,
A mischievous dinosaur.
a mischievous dinosaur. We actually have got Benji the Brontosaurus here with us, if you'd like to say hello to him.
Yes, wonderful. Yeah, bring
All
Benji
right.
on.
Benji, are you all right to say hello to everybody? Is that all right? And Will, you ready? Now, you're going to be all right, aren't you? It's all right. Don't worry. It's okay. That's it. There we go. Come on. That's it. Good lad.
Oh,
This, guys, is Benji the Brontosaurus.
is that Benji? Hello, Benji. Oh, Benji's very cute.
Yes. Aren't you, mate?
So-
You love your cuddles, don't you?
So, does Benji reply to questions? If I was to ask Benji a question, would he be able to give?
Well, you've got a bit of a sore throat today, haven't you, mate? You need some
poor Benji.
dinosaur strepsils, unfortunately. But yes, yeah. But if you want to see if you can answer some questions for Will,
Give us
all
a
right,
nod.
let's
Yeah.
go for it.
So, Benji, how do you find working with Ranger Mike? Is he a nice guy to work with? Yeah,
Yes, I'm
that's a
asking.
yes. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I'm glad to hear. Oh,
Thank you, mate.
And he looks like he does a good job of looking after you as well. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, Benji's
mate.
really cute. I like Benji.
You were having some carrots and cucumber there, weren't you? Do you want to see if you can go back to that? All right, and say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, Benji.
All right, thanks for that. Go on, you settle down there. That's it. Play nicely. Thanks for that.
Oh, cute Benji. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Benji might be one of your favourites because he's a calming dinosaur, which is a good thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. And that's what we like to do. Because when we do go to parties, we do like a mini show before we bring out the dino, so that the children and the grown-ups are more comfortable with me first before we put a dinosaur in their faces. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when we do that, we have the mini show, and then either Ellie or Benji will go first, and then Rascal will come afterwards. So yeah,
Save Rascal till the end.
yes, it builds up confidence, not just in the children, but also for the grown-ups and for me as well.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it gives you a bit of a build-up rather than jumping straight into unknown territory with the dinosaurs.
That's it.
So as a child, did you like dinosaurs? Have you always liked dinosaurs? Is it just something that you kind of grew into as you were an adult?
Do you know what? A lot of people have asked me that, and to be honest, growing up, I wasn't really much into dinosaurs. To be honest,
Right.
I used to live in Thornton Cleveland, and I joined the Beaver group. I didn't go in the Cubs and I didn't go in the Scouts, but I did join the Beaver group.
Oh yes, I'm actually a leader over at the first Thornton Cleveland Scouts.
Oh right, St Andrews.
No, we do the one near Rules Box School. First.
Oh right. Oh wow, very small world then. Yeah. Well, I was at St Andrews in Cleveland.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And we had to do a portfolio on dinosaurs.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that was my choice. I went to Shaw, but yes, it was a matter of getting books and cutting and copying, and
yeah.
but it was well presented and sticking in, but it was well presented, and I think I watched the second Jurassic Park Lost World at my great auntie's in Morecambe, and I was just Michael, you just watch Jurassic Park while the grown-ups are talking. So,
Oh gosh. Oh wow.
but but it was only really when I started to work for the previous company in 2016 that my knowledge came back, especially for the dinos that we were working with at the time. We started off with just one T-Rex, that then built up to 3 T-Rexes, and because we went round that big and created that much of a reputation, the company had to rebrand just for the dinosaurs. So it and since then they've also gone from strength to strength as well. They've got more dinos, babies. They had a dragon at one time.
Wow.
So yeah, and also I know that there's many other companies who are doing exactly the same thing, especially with the dinos. And to be honest, I don't see it as competition. I only just see it as other people who are have the same love for what we're doing, and of course for when we attend Community Comic Con as well.
Yes, of course. I mean, I think the country is big enough for quite a few companies to offer the same service. It's there's probably not that many, so it's good that you get on with the old company, and you're happy for
Yes.
them to succeed as well as yourself
Yeah,
doing really
absolutely,
well.
absolutely, yeah. Because it also I've learned a lot from them as well, that I've managed to go independently as well. With training, I studied a child development course and also performing arts course as well. So it's like 2 things all run into one job. So it is the perfect job for me anyway. But
It's good. It's good that you enjoy what you're doing as well.
I do. It's very rewarding to see children's faces light up, and especially the grown-ups as well. Communicating and also creating a rapport with people wasn't my, shall we say, easiest thing to do growing up. But when I worked on the holiday parks, where you had to be the forefront, shall we say, you were the face of the company you were working for, the face of the team that you were, people were coming to see you, or you had to have that high spirited,
Yeah.
and not be seen as all down and miserable. So if you can create that buzz to families, you then get that bounce back, and it's a good 2-way thing. So yeah.
Right. So yeah, sounds like you're really enjoying it.
Yes, absolutely. It's been great. It's been a good journey, and we always like to think that we grow each and every year that we've been active, shall we say?
Yeah.
So that could vary. Each year could be another dinosaur adding to the dinosaur family. New social media platforms, introductory to new social media platforms. And last year we opened up our merchandise shop on Preston Market as well.
Yes, that was one of my questions to ask you about that, because I saw I saw that you'd opened a shop, so I was intrigued as to what the shop consisted of. I mean, obviously you probably don't sit in there all day with your dinosaurs, so I was a bit like, what could possibly be in the shop? So where is the shop again?
Yeah, so we're based under the smaller canopy of Preston Market, opposite the Wallace and Gromit statue.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of things do you offer in your shop?
Absolutely. So there's lots of dinosaur goodies for dinosaur buddies. Absolutely. So they range from snap bands, tote bags, dinosaur figurines, slime, eggs. Trying to think now. Books. Yeah, absolutely. Croc charms and different things like that. Pocket money prices as well for children and for families as well. and that's what our main intention was, to not have it too expensive, so that it's like pocket money, rather than buy sweets or chocolate for the children, for them to get a dinosaur toy or some slime or an egg that they can grow themselves. And jigsaws as well, the puzzles and different things like that. So it's all part of their development as well, encouraging child development as well. So we opened up in August of 25. Broadcaster John Gilmore from the radio, he opened the shop for us.
Right.
So yes, it was. As I say, we keep going from strength to strength every year, and we've had a good response from traders on the market and also the public as well. We have a lot of returning people as well. So and also as well, if they do want a dinosaur party, there's that face-to-face interaction as well.
Yes. So when's the shop open then? Is it open every day, or is it just open at weekends, or just weekdays? Or
so we do try and open every day, Monday to Saturday, 9 till about 4. And if you don't see me, there'll be someone else there, either my wife Kaylee or Stacey, or both our mums get involved as well. So
fantastic.
On their days off, yeah.
So and you can just pop down. You don't need to book. You can just pop down to the shop and have a chat.
Have a chat, and if you absolutely, if there's something that you like to see, we're also actually, because of it in August as well, because it will be the first anniversary of the shop being open. We're hoping to do a fun day outside the shop as well, but we do need a few permissions from the market manager. So stay tuned. In August this year, we'll have a dinosaur fun day as well for families to attend to.
Right, that sounds really good. Yeah, make sure you tell us about that nearer the time then, and we can we can advertise it for you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
So what other kind of events do you do? You obviously do kids parties.
Yes.
And you do Comic Cons. We saw you at Fleetwood last year, and you're coming to London this year, I believe.
Yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody again. And that's a thing as well, in that it's been, obviously the Fleetwood last year was our first Comic Con, and really ever really, and also being a part of something very special, really. I've as much as I like, different characters and things like that, it's the first one that I attended as well. Just to be nice to be a part of a community that has similar sort of things to what you're interested in as well. So it's everyone's been very welcoming, and hopefully that the first 2 years will be the first of many to come.
Yes, let's certainly hope so.
Yeah.
So what is the strangest event you've ever been asked to attend? Has there been anything where you've turned up and gone, "This is not what I was expecting," or "This isn't somewhere that a dinosaur should be"?
Yeah, yeah. It was. I mean, we've been very fortunate, really, to attend different birthday parties in terms of an 80th or a 90th. But that's. So we've compared our dinosaurs to the person whose 80th or 90th party it is, but no, it's mainly for their family. It was mainly for their family, but we've also been very fortunate as well to do a lot of celebrity work as well. It should be all right, because it's been a while back now. For myself, we got a email or a phone call from an agent in Boston, Massachusetts, to do a party, private party for a celebrity who was on the X Factor a good number of years ago now. Might not want to put any names out there, but for different reasons. But yes, so it was good to attend, their party as well, because it's obviously you see them on telly, but they're just like normal people, they have a life as well. They have families. So it's a nice personal touch to to see them in their, not working or
In their
and
natural
to create
habitat.
memories. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And also with the previous company, I was very fortunate as well to do a lot of celebrity work as well, particularly for the should we say the creator of the X Factor as well. So that was a good one as well. We obviously sign NDAs, everything else, but
Yeah.
they were all there at the this hotel in London, and that was a very good experience. Very good experience.
Not so. I bet you were a bit shocked when you got that job, though.
Well, that's
A
it.
bit
I
like,
mean, we just thought. I mean, obviously, we had for the previous company, us going out as the ranger or dyno operator. We didn't have any clue as to who or where it would be really. So we went. We just thought it was a normal job. We went, and those people were there. So it was a very
a
good
bit of a shock.
experience.
No pressure.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. So what
Yeah.
events have you got lined up over the next few months or for the rest of the year? Have you got any big events coming up?
Yeah, of
or
course.
any weekends anytime soon?
Yeah, I mean, with Easter, bank holiday, and summer coming up, we've got a lot of fun days. So we have local ones, the Heskin Steam Rally, being one, the Leyland Festival, which we were a part of last year as well. We were part of the parade, and we had our merchandise stall on there as well. Yes, different fun days up and down the country. A few local birthday parties, which is good. Not too far away, but also, but also far afield. We do also have the role play and soft play centres, and again, returning clients who obviously enjoy what we do,
Yeah.
and obviously they feel it's good for their business as well. So we're looking forward to be returning to them as well. So it should be good.
So what is the role play centre then?
Yes, so we would sorry, I'm a bit of a nudge there. But yes, with the role play centres, we would go on a meet and greet basis majority of the time. So we would do our mini show as the children are in the different areas for role play or soft play, and then go around with the dinos, and then families can take their photos, obviously at their discretion.
Yeah.
And obviously incorporate the themes of that role play village in with the dinosaurs. We do a lot of work with a role play company called Trainmaster and Little City that we have done work with in the past, and incorporate the dinosaurs into that. So hopefully this year as well they'll be returning to us as well.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So have you got any other Comic Cons coming up then? So obviously you've got Lytham. Have you put your name forward for any others? But obviously there's
Yes.
quite a few happening around the Northwest.
We have put our names forward to different ones. However, I think that we would stick to the loyal, be loyal and stick to Lytham for this year, I think. But any opportunity to be a part of that community again, we would obviously show off what we do. But obviously, stay loyal, and look forward to seeing everybody on the 2nd of August this year.
Amazing. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, if people want to book you, they can contact you. What socials are you on? So you're on Facebook?
Yes, absolutely. Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Ranger Mike's Baby Dinosaurs. People can follow us on X as well at Ranger Mike's, Instagram at Ranger Mike's Baby Dinos, and TikTok at Ranger Mike as well.
Right. There's a whole list there. I'll try and go through this video and just paste all the URLs.
No, I understand.
So people can find you. That'll certainly help. And I believe recently there was an award ceremony.
Yes. So we the last few years we've been associated with another CIC company called Solo Parents United, and they provide activities and support for solo parents, single parents. And the last, they have different fun days as well during the year, different events on. And the last 2 years, we've been a part of their awards ceremony. We were nominated for last year. We were nominated for best organisation, which we won last year, and then this year as well, we also got the same award, plus the best play service award, and the Director's Choice Award as well. So this year especially has been very good.
You've done well,
In
yeah.
terms of, in the shop, there's not enough space on the counter to put them in. So,
That's a good problem to have.
well, yeah, and it also shows that we're doing something right and good as well for these families as well. So we feel very privileged and proud to be a part of that. Definitely.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. So out of all the events you've ever done and all the parties and fun days that you've been to, have you got one positive memorable event that is in your head? Like, what's the best day you had where something happened that was like, this is why we do it, this is amazing, kind of thing? You probably see a lot of that because you see the reactions on the kids' faces, and what is the one that stands out?
There's actually two. There was a child one time at a particular party where the grown-ups said to me, they would never be like this when they're at home. They were very outgoing, very communicative, very just different things that they wouldn't be at home. But the grown-ups found out that when the dinos came out and talking to me and everything else, it brought up brought them out their shell, shall we say?
Right.
So that was very encouraging, and particularly for going to a lot of Sen venues as well. I don't usually say this, and it's probably the first time me saying to this, but I say growing up myself, I did find it very hard to, particularly at high school, to be communicative. I wouldn't have eye-to-eye contact. I wouldn't even get on a public bus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I was 13.
Right.
And going to these Sen venues as well, there was a child who also had a similar learning difficulties as what I have, and the grown-ups said then, well, if you're doing this, there's still hope for them, in doing what they do. So it did bring. I'm getting like this already. So it did bring a tear to your eye, definitely. So
gosh, that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So especially doing the holiday park entertainment and different events, and has brought me out my shell as well. So
I think I'd struggle with things like performing in front of so many people. It's quite can be, well, it is daunting. I mean, I do the podcast, but obviously that's just me speaking to you. There's a whole bunch of people, all like 20 people out there watching it. Or, we don't get loads of views, but it's a bit different when you're just doing a one-on-one conversation with somebody and it's being recorded, but you don't kind of think about that. But having to stand up in front of a bunch of people and speak and interact with them and entertain them, that must be quite difficult. But I suppose it gets easier but the more you do it. But can you remember the first time you had to do it? Was it really daunting? Or
I have sort of like been brought up with it, really. So I used to be, I still am, still a member of the Salvation Army. So performing in the band and the choir to vast audiences, you think I'd be used to it. But especially at high school, lots of changes going anyway at that point in your life anyway. So it didn't help matters. Even performing, even holiday parks or with the dinosaurs or whatever, I've had to, start off from obviously the ground in terms of performing and how I am as well, and bring it more up to a level that's, yes, people wouldn't have thought you have what you have, so it's it's rewarding, definitely.
And before you're about to do that, is there any kind of preparation that you do, like a ritual or something, or do you
No,
just
sorry.
jump straight? Oh, is that one of your
The cat's
dinosaurs?
Yeah, no, it's worse. It's the cat.
Oh, wow.
I mean, when before I did go into the dinosaurs as well, I actually knew somebody as I was on stage at Preston doing pantomime,
Ah,
and that's how really it started. Really, knowing that person to put me forward to the company that took the dinosaurs around. And yes, you do get that even during out on a stage or at an event, you do get that, butterflies in your stomach or uh, minor nerves, and that obviously you've got to read the room. If there's people who are not much interactive with what you're doing, you've got to get it out there, but also like, excuse me, read the room and then move on to something else, so that you do get that attention back again from them,
yeah, yeah.
So it's you do get very minor nerves to start with, but once you're out there and doing what you're doing, that's it.
You just get over it.
It just flows. Yeah.
I suppose you're quite busy as well, like in the preparation and the build up to it. You're probably quite busy getting prepared, and so you probably try not to think about it too much. But I would imagine the few minutes just before you're about to start could be a bit.
Yeah. And it's also important to be there in good time as well, so that prep is sorted before you actually go out as well.
Yeah.
We always say that we like to be at events like, say, half an hour beforehand, to introduce ourselves to the client, get set up with any props that need to be up, read the room again, and put the dinos in a place that the children aren't going to see, especially if I'm not with them, shall we say. So
Yes, valid point.
yeah.
Have you ever had any like disasters where you've turned up late and it's all just been a huge rush, or are you well prepared for that?
Yes, I mean, there is obviously traffic being the traffic going to up and down the country. You're going to get some congestion, shall we say. So you obviously ring the client up in good time just to say, look, something that's out of our control at the moment, but we will be with you in good time, or as soon as possible. And yes, you do get there a few minutes. Sometimes you do get a few there a few minutes later, but what we've had so far is that there's been clients who have been very cooperative and understood. And so they've managed to, timings have managed to go around, what was
That's
originally intended, shall we say? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you're traveling from quite, a couple of hours away, there's got to be that kind of understanding that yes, they've travelled all the way from Preston, so I've got to take that into consideration.
Yeah. And we know what motorways are like round here,
Oh, they're
definitely.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Well, thank you very much, Ranger Mag. That just about brings us to the end of the podcast.
Thank you, Will, for having us.
Before we go, I've just got a 5 quick random questions segment.
Okay,
now,
go.
These questions are random. However, the first one is kind of relevant, and I think I know what the answer is going to be. But the first question is Jurassic Park or Kong Skull Island?
Jurassic Park.
I thought you might say that.
With Godzilla in that as well, maybe. But
yeah.
And Kong Skull Island, we did the ride at Universal for our honeymoon as well 3 years ago. So and that was good. But had to go to Jurassic Park straight away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I don't think the dinosaurs would be too happy if you didn't.
No.
Yeah. Next question: cereal or cooked breakfast?
I cook breakfast now, but I'm also very picky about what I have. So it will always be sausage, bacon, beans, hash browns, and that's it. I'm starting to have scrambled eggs, but anything else, no.
No,
maybe fried bread.
Oh yeah,
fried bread.
yeah. No block pudding though. No. Not a fan.
No black pudding. No.
That's a shame.
I think growing up, anything liver or anything like that, black pudding was well out the question, and I'm going to probably continue that.
Yeah.
I'll
probably
try
best.
haggis. I've tried haggis. It's
Oh,
nice
yeah.
haggis,
Right.
but not black pudding. No.
No, you see, I've never had haggis, but I've had black pudding. Black pudding is
Oh,
as long. I think the thing with black pudding is as long as it's thin, like quite thin slices,
yeah.
it's all right. But if you do it too thick and it's not quite cooked through, it can be a bit.
Yeah. I'm also a creature of habit as well. So
Right,
yeah,
that's
maybe
fine.
one day.
Stick to what you know. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a black pudding day one day.
Yeah. Question number 3: jeans or jogging pants?
Oh. No,
I suppose it depends what the occasion is, but if it was just
yes.
just for sitting around the house.
Oh, if it's sitting around the house, jogging pants, definitely. But when I'm with the dinos, we have an attire of our green t-shirt, polo shirt, and blue jeans. We did have an actual ranger outfit as well that I've still got, and I do use that for special occasions, say if we were doing a wedding event. But
Right.
if it's lounging about the house, then yes, it will be
Pants.
jogging pants. Yeah, when I start jogging, of course.
Yes, maybe one day. Question number 4, and you're not allowed to say dinosaur for this one, but what's your favourite animal? And you did say you've got a cat, so
Yeah.
could be a cat, or have you got another kind of favourite animal?
Well, it's not just one cat. We've got 3.
Oh, okay.
Alfie, Tinkerbell, and Harper. But in terms of, I would say an elephant, like my mum, because they don't forget.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. And final question: a beach holiday or a city holiday?
Oh, now we went to the Caribbean before Christmas, and we only just went one time to the beach, because I'm not sat in the sun. I just go pure red, and that's it. I've got to have baby factor 50 sun cream on all the time. Yeah, it's gonna have to be city break, definitely all the way through.
Right.
All the way. Yeah.
Each I'd have gone beach, but each to their own.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Ranger Mac, for joining us.
Thank you, Will.
I wish you the best for 2026. Hopefully, you'll get
And to
lots
you.
of events coming up. Feel free to let us know what events you've got, and we'll post them on our Facebook pages.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you very much. And the Dino Buddies can do the same through our social media platforms as well.
Amazing. And I'll speak to you in August if I don't see you before.
Yeah, that's great.
Super. Cheers.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And there we go.